Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Pup. We are back for week 3 of the UPA. We are facing off against Seabag, and they have a pretty scary team headed by Shaman Sky, which is probably a little bit overpriced. Megazard Y. They have Alolan Raichu plus Tapu Koko, which is pretty solid. They have a Lucario that I think can be a Z Captain. Same for the Alolan Raichu. And they have Miltank as well, which is just a solid defensive option with a lot of good speed. I'm bringing a semi-Trick Room team with Choice Scarf of Zapdos that looks absolutely incredible into their side because I can just spam Heat Wave, especially after that Miltank is gone. But sorry, the game lags a little bit. That's why we are going through with the post commentary here. But we see Charizard and Lucario on the lead. I have our Air Balloon, Stakataka, and Diancie out front. Both of these Pokemon could set Trick Room if we'd like. But it looks really solid to just be able to click like Rock Slide or Earthquake versus them. But obviously they do have a Lucario that can click Close Combat versus me. Also a Heat Wave from Charizard would be pretty tough, so we're going to swap into Tapu Fini. A perfect switch into both of these Mons. They can, of course, click like Meteor Mash into me if they'd like, but we'll see. They end up Mega Evolving the Charizard, and it shows Water Absorb, but it's not really. They're just going to Solar Beam into the Diancie slot, which is a good play. Kind of forgot about that. It does a lot of damage. If they doubled into me, then that would have been pretty bad. But the Tapu Fini is able to live. We set up rocks for their side, which is really important because they told me after the battle that they have a lot of Focus Ashes on their team. But now what I can do is I really want to try to get the Trick Room up if possible. But I'm definitely going to die to a Solar Beam if they target me down. But we can just, try to go for a Scald versus their team. We can protect, kind of stall out the turns if we want. We're just going to swap out Diancie here, though. I feel like probably a Steel move from Lucario and then Solar Beam into Tapu Fini makes the most sense. And we do see that they do throw off the Solar Beam into Fini. We do get knocked out. I did not think I was going to die there. But we predict it, but it doesn't actually go our way that much. I mean, trading that Pokemon and a lot of damage on Diancie for rocks, it's not the best. But we get to go out to Zapdos now and threaten out this Charizard with a Discharge. It's really strong, Volt Switch potentially, Thunderbolt. And then we can just Trick Room up with Gothitelle if we want to Volt Switch out. And then get a free swap into like Stakataka that can really go crazy versus their side. So we're going to throw off that Scarf Volt Switch. It's going to do a ton to Charizard. Not quite going to take it out, but it's basically crippled. A Heat Wave from our guys should be able to take it out. We go out into our Hariyama. We eat the Heat Wave because we are thick fat. And the Gothitelle goes down, which is a little bit unfortunate. So we don't actually get our Trick Room up, but we can send in our Zapdos and for free just get a Heat Wave off that'll destroy the entire team. Lucario definitely does not want to take it. And Charizard, at this point, shouldn't take it, but I'm going to target it down just in case we end up missing. Because my luck recently has been me missing. I mean, I played this game a while ago, but if you saw my upload yesterday, missing many Heat Waves and Fire Blasts and Stone Edge, and I was very upset. They're going to switch out to Raichu here, protect with the Charizard. Totally fine with me. I'm actually very happy about this. We do, they take the Fake out. The Heat Wave is going to do so much to the Raichu here. It's a 2-hit KO easily. If they're not Choice Scarf, then I outrun them every single time. So we're chilling here. I am just going to send off a Wide Guard here, just in case they would want to like Heat Wave or something. They're going to fake out my my Zapdos, so the Wide Guard is going to work for their Heat Wave, so we get a good predict there, just in case. I didn't really think that thing was going to be fake out. Kind of forgot Alolan Raichu got that, but I'm very glad that I went for the Wide Guard just in that niche scenario. But now they probably we probably get a double KO here, or they just protect their Charizard. We're going to Heat Wave. As long as we hit against the Raichu, we'll be fine, and we do. That thing goes down. I mean, it's not a given that we're going to hit, but that's awesome. Throw off a Rock Slide too, but, it doesn't do too much. We're going to send out the Miltank, which is fine with me. I don't really mind this at all because we just destroy them with Hariyama clicking Close Combat if they don't, like, predict and switch out. And all I have to do is preserve this Zapdos, because in the back, they have Tapu Koko, which gets 2-hit KO'd, especially if they bring back out the Sun. They have this Charizard. They have Shaman Sky, which gets destroyed by Heat Wave. As they're just going to Seismic Toss, knock out my Diancie as we sack it. Charizard will overheat. We're thick fat, so we eat it easily. And we get a Close Combat off, and we knock out the Miltank, which is the only Pokemon that can actually take Heat Waves without just like dodging them. So we can easily go back out into Zapdos here, and it looks absolutely insane versus the rest of their team. They have no Pokemon that take a Heat Wave at all. I mean, potentially Tapu Koko, but it doesn't one-shot me back. As they go out to their full HP Lucario, but we break any potential Sash with that, with those rocks, and we can easily just send off a Heat Wave. We're going to Rock Slide as well, just in case we miss against the Charizard. They shouldn't be able to do too much damage to me, but we end up just letting them live on 1 HP. Then Hariyama lives on 1 HP, well 2, which is kind of funny. They're going to click Aura Sphere, which is fine. Hariyama, after the berry, does not have enough to survive, unfortunately, but it means we're just going to be able to pick up the KO next turn anyways with the Zapdos. Not too worried about that. We have Air Balloon Stack Attack it for Hidden Power Ground, potentially on Charizard, or a Heat Wave, or no, not a Heat Wave, an Earth Power coming from Shaman. But basically, we have the opportunity to click Trick Room here to guarantee our victory. Basically, we'd be able to win this game if we just hit Heat Waves. We need 2 against the Koko and then 1 against the Shaman Sky that's in the back. But by clicking Trick Room here, we guarantee you win because now my Stack Attacka will be the fastest Pokemon on the field. And Tapu Koko, Zapdos will be the slowest. That's not really too big of a deal. They need 2 hits to be able to break my Air Balloon and then be able to Earth Power me with Shaman Sky. So what we can do here is we can either Earthquake and just hit the Tapu Koko, and then after that knock out the Shaman, or we can Gyro Ball, take a knockout on whichever Pokemon we want, and then next turn be able to knock out the other one. It doesn't really matter as long as we don't click Rock Slide and then miss on both of them. I guess even missing on just the Shaman would be very bad. But it's guaranteed victory at this point. There's nothing that they can do about it because we, put that Trick Room up. We're always outspeeding. They can't Earth Power me. They can't Hidden Power Ground me. So we knock out one of them for free. The other one will try to break my Air Balloon, but it's not going to work out the way they want. They're going to protect with the Koko. So I guess it wasn't as guaranteed as I thought, but I go for the Shaman. Because if we targeted into Koko there, and they potentially had Hidden Power Ground on the Koko, and were able to break my Air Balloon with Shaman, clicking like Seed Flare or something, especially if they lowered my Spadef, we could have been in a bad spot there. But we do take out the Koko with another Gyro Ball, get a nice little mini sweep with Stack Attacka. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the Doubles OU content. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.